Hi guys, let's pick up where we left off. I not want to see people again. Then one day, I need big fish to smoke. I go fishing in this boat. Wind blow wrong way. I go too far out. Sea pull me away very strong. I try to come back my island. It's no good. I'm old. Arms are not strong. When night come, I'm still far away. I'm very frightened. I sing. It make me brave. I hear shout. I see light. I think I dream. Then I hear another song in the sea, in dark. I come quick as I can. I find you and Stella and Ball. You very nearly dead person, Mika-san. Stella very nearly dead dog. So it had been Kensuke who had pulled me from the sea. Kensuke who had saved me. It had simply never occurred to me. In morning, he went on, sea bring us again near my island. I very glad you not dead, but I very angry person too. I want to be alone. I not want to see people. For me, all people kill a people. I no want you on my island. I carry you. I leave you on beach. I leave you food. I leave you water so you not die, but you make fire. I want people stay away. I not want people find me here on my island. Maybe they come. Maybe they shoot orangutan, shoot gibbon monkey. Maybe they find me, take me away too. A very angry person. I put out fire. I not want to speak to you. I not want to see you. I draw line in sand. Big storm come. Biggest I ever see. After storm, sea full of white jellyfish. I know these jellyfish. Very bad. They touch you. You very dead. I know this. I say, do not swim. Very dangerous. Very soon I see you make big fire on top of hill. I think you very wicked person. I very angry now, and you very angry too. You swim in sea. Jellyfish sting. I think for sure you dead person. But you very strong. You live. I bring you into cave. I have vinegar. I make from berries. Vinegar kill poison. You live, Mika-san. But for long time you very sick boy. You strong again, and we friends now. We very good friends. So that was it. The whole story. He stopped rowing for a while, and smiled down at me. You are like son to me now. We happy people. We paint, we fish, we happy. We stay together. You my family now, Mika-san. Yes? Yes, I said. I meant it, and felt it too. He let me take the oar and showed me how to row his way, standing up, feet planted well apart. It wasn't as easy as he made it look. Clearly, he trusted me to get us back, for he sat back in the bow of the outrigger to rest and fell asleep almost at once, his mouth open, his face sunken. He always looked even older when he slept. As I watched him, I tried to picture his face as it must have been when he first came to the island all those years ago, over 40 years. I owed him so very much. He saved my life twice. He fed me and befriended me. He was right. We were happy, and I was his family. But I had another family too. I thought of the last time I'd been out in a boat, of my mother and father, and how they must be grieving for me every day, every night. By now they must surely believe I was drowned, that there was no chance I could be alive. But I wasn't drowned. I was alive. Somehow I had to let them know it. As I struggled to bring the outrigger back to the island that afternoon, I was filled with a sudden, powerful longing to see them again, to be with them again. I could steal the boat, I thought. I could row away. I could light a fire again. But I knew, even as I thought it, that I couldn't do it. How could I ever leave Kensuke now, after all he had done for me? How could I betray his trust? I tried to put the whole idea out of my mind, and I really believe I would have too. But the very next morning, I found the plastic Coke bottle that washed upon the beach, and after that, the idea of escape came back to me and haunted me day and night, and would not leave me be. For some days, I kept the Coke bottle buried under the sand, whilst I wrestled with my conscience, or rather, justified what I wanted to do. It wouldn't really be a betrayal, not as such, I told myself. Even if the bottle was found, no one would know where to come to. They'd just know I was alive. I made up my mind I would do it, and do it as soon as I could. Kensuke had gone off octopus fishing. I had stayed behind to finish a shell painting, or so I told him. I found an old sheet in the bottom of one of his chests and tore away a small corner of it. Then I knelt down at the table, stretched it out, and painted my message on it in octopus ink. To the Peggy Sue, Fareham, England. Dear Mum and Dad, I am alive. I am well. I live on an island. I do not know where. Come and find me. Love, Michael. I waited until it was dry, then I rolled it up, dug my Coke bottle out of the sand, and slipped in my message and screwed up the bottle tight. I made sure Kensuke was still intent on his fishing, and set off. I ran the entire length of the island, keeping always to the forest, so there was no chance Kensuke could see where I was going or what I was up to. The gibbons howled their accusations at me all the way, the entire forest cackling and screeching its condemnation. I just hoped Stella would not bark back at them, would not betray where I was. Fortunately, she didn't. At last, I reached the rocks under Watch Hill. I leapt from rock to rock until I was standing right at the very end of the island, the waves washing over my feet. I looked around me. Stella was the only witness. I hurled the bottle as far out to sea as I possibly could. Then I stood and watched it as it bobbed away and out to sea. It was on its way. I didn't touch my fish suit that night. Kensuke thought I was ill. I could hardly talk to him. I couldn't look him in the eye. I lay all night in deep torment, racked by my guilt, yet at the same time still hoping against hope that my bottle would be picked up. Kensuke and I were at our painting the next afternoon when Stella came padding into the cave. She had the Coke bottle in her mouth. She dropped it and looked at me, panting and pleased with herself. Kensuke laughed and reached down to pick it up. I think he was about to hand it to me when he noticed there was something inside. By the way he looked at me, I was quite sure he knew at once what it was.